Davao de Oro na siya ngayon. I started when I was grade 2. Na-invite ako ng mga cousins ko and then doon nag-start ang lahat. Noong una, just for fun, pero ngayon naging passion ko na to eh. So, walang football, parang manghihina yung katawan mo eh. So, para sa Kaya FC, proud na proud ako kasi ito ang team na to na sumuporta sa amin kahit na down na lahat. Hindi kami iniwan, so thankful ako na nandito ako sa Kaya FC. Siguro sa masasabi ko, malaking tulong yung ginawa ng PFL, lalo na yun nga, yung football, hindi ganun kasikat na sports, pero napatunayan na kaya ng PFL mag-provide ng league. At ngayon nga, magsa-start na this coming month, so magpapasalamat ako ng marami sa PFL also. Isa lang yung target ng team, to get the championship and maglaro sa AFC. Champions League. So yun, expect nyo na ibibigay namin ng lahat sa loob ng 90 minutes. Sa 5 games na yan, magkakasiguro kayong magiging masaya kayo sa papanoorin nyo sa Kaya FC. Para sa akin, lahat naman challenging, pero di natin mawala yung United. Siguro yun yung kumbaga magiging mahirap na kalaban, pero alam namin na may bubuga kami as Kaya FC and may makakaya kami.
I'm Dini Ouattara, goalkeeper of Mendiola FC. Football is one of our first sports, and we really have like a football school, academic. So I start my beginning there in my country. I get inspiration from old players like Didier Drogba, Salomon Kalou, Gervinho, Sylvain Gbou. So we always saw them all the time on the TV playing. So we get that inspiration, and we just enjoy. So we try to go in. As football player, athletes, everyone have a big dream to become a professional, because we saw many players on TV playing. So we get that inspiration from them. So my dream was how to be as a professional also. To be honest, I'm really thankful to be as player of Mendiola Club. And I'm happy to be in PFL also. Mendiola for me is like a family, not as a team. It's like a family. I can say right now with Mendiola FC, we are doing very great things with our principal coach, Coach Dan, and Coach Niboy. They have a lot of experience. They try to give us the knowledge on the fields, and we accept to work hard and learn from them. And I'm gonna say we really have good motivation this year than last year. As you know, we are a new team, but with a big dreams.
Hello, I'm Jim Ashley V. Flores. I'm a winger, forward, striker, and I play for Mendiola FC 1991. I started playing for Laguna Football Federation. I grew up sa Cabinti, Laguna. It's a small province sa Laguna next to Quezon province na. Hindi ko talaga alam kung paano nag-start, pero hinuhugot lang ako ng Santa Cruz, Laguna for DepEd games. Tapos doon na parang nagbigay na sila ng scholarship hanggang sa nakarating na ako ng high school and college. Tapos kinuha ko ng Rizal Technological University. Then after that, I tried out for the national team. Nakuha ko for U19, and then yun, nagkaroon ako ng opportunity sa San Beda, binigyan ako ng scholarship, so that's how I started playing football. Yung kasi doon is to escape talaga sa poverty, kasi Yung family ko naman is hindi naman kayang magbigay ng ng tuition, magbayad ng tuition for colleges. So, yun, ginamit ko yung pagiging athlete ko para makakuha ng scholarships sa schools, makakuha ng allowance, and nag-enjoy ako sa travel ng DepEd palaro, Palawan, Negros. Grabe yung experience sa football. It's a big privilege for me na ma-represent. Kasi since 2015, I represent Mindiola FC 1991 sa second division ng UFL. And nung nalaman ko na magbubuo sila ng team for professional football, it's really big for me na i-represent sila ulit, na makapagbigay din ng opportunity sa mga younger generation na makapaglaro professionally. Kasi yung professional football, iba talaga, lahat kasi talaga magagaling. You have caliber teams like Ceres Negros, Stallions, Kaya, they are really big clubs. Tas marami kasing football player na gusto lang talagang maglaro, and they to show their talent sa big stage, and yun nga yung Philippine Football League. Yung gusto ko talaga yung binigay sa akin na chance ng Philippine Football League, kasi binigyan nila ako ng chance na makapaglaro, tas makita ng family ko na may napupuntahan yung ginagawa ko. Yung team goals parati ng Mindiola FC is to compete to the highest level, na every single game is very important, na ibigay namin kung paano kayo maglaro na counter-attacking football. Yun yung gusto naming ibigay sa mga nanonood, na yung counter-attacking football is effective siya.
My name is Joaren Bidia. I am a striker. My jersey number is number 24. I played for Stallions Laguna. Nag-start ako ng football ko sa Kalinog, Iloilo. Sa aming maliit na town doon, may mga coaches doon na nagturo sa amin na maglaro ng football from elementary until high school. And then when I go to college, I go to La Salle, Bacolod. And then until I went here. Kasi passion ko, tapos nag-enjoy ako dito, tapos nakakapunta ka sa ibang mga lugar, tapos merong challenge, tapos sa ngayon makakatulong sa mga pangangailangan ng pamilya. Para sa akin, mahalaga itong paglalaro ko sa Stallion, kasi ito na yung parang napili kong profession na sa palagay ko na makakatulong sa pamilya ko na sa kanilang mga pangangailangan. Sa ngayon, nakikita ko maganda sa PFL ngayon kasi meron na tayong malaking sponsors, tapos lahat professional na lahat, tapos meron ng mga bagong teams, same yung competition ng laro mas grabe. Ngayong season, yung goal ko at siyempre goal ng team is makapunta pa din sa AFC. Pero bago nun, kunin muna namin yung trono sa PFL na first step bago maka-AFC.
I'm Dini Ouattara, goalkeeper of Mindiola FC. Football is one of our first sports, and we really have like a football school, academic. So I start my beginning there in my country. I get inspiration from old players like Didier Drogba, Salomon Kalou, Gervinho, Sylvain Gbou. So we always saw them all the time on the TV playing, so we get that inspiration, and we just enjoy, so we try to go in. As football player, athletes, everyone have a big dream to become a professional, because we saw many players on TV playing, so we get that inspiration from them. So my dream was how to be as a professional also. To be honest, I'm really thankful to be as player of Mendula Club. And I'm happy to be in PFL also. You know, Mendula for me is like a family, not as a team. It's like a family. I can say right now with Mendula FC, we are doing very great things with our principal coach, Coach Dan, and Coach Niboy. They have a lot of experience. They try to give us the knowledge on the fields, and we accept to work hard and learn from them. And I'm gonna say we really have good motivation this year than last year. As you know, we are a new team, but with a big dreams.
Hello, I'm Jim Ashley B. Flores. I'm a winger, forward, striker, and I play for Menjola FC 1991. I started playing for Laguna Football Federation. I grew up sa Cabinti, Laguna. It's a small province sa Laguna next to Quezon province na. Hindi ko talaga alam kung paano nag-start pero hinuhugot lang ako ng Santa Cruz, Laguna for DepEd games. Tapos doon na parang nagbigay na sila ng scholarship hanggang sa nakarating na ako ng high school and college. Tapos kinuha ko ng Rizal Technological University. Then after that, I tried out for the national team. Nakuha ko for U19 and then yun, nagkaroon ako ng opportunity sa San Beda, binigyan ako ng scholarship, so that's how I started playing football. Yung ano kasi doon is to escape talaga sa poverty kasi yung family ko naman is hindi naman kayang magbigay ng tuition, magbayad ng tuition for colleges. So yun, ginamit ko yung pagiging athlete ko para makakuha ng scholarships sa schools, makakuha ng allowance, and nag-enjoy ako sa travel ng DepEd Palawan, Negros. Grabe yung experience sa football. It's a big privilege for me na ma-represent. Kasi since 2015, I represent Menjola FC 1991 na sa second division ng UFL. And nung nalaman ko na magbubuo sila ng team for professional football, it's really big for me na i-represent sila ulit, na makapagbigay din ng opportunity sa mga younger generation na makapaglaro professionally. Kasi yung professional football, iba talaga, lahat kasi talaga magagaling. You have caliber teams like Ceres Negros, Stallions, Kaya, they are really big clubs. Tas marami kasing football player na gusto lang talagang maglaro and they to show their talent sa big stage, and yun nga yung Philippine Football League. Yung gusto ko talaga yung binigay sa akin na chance ng Philippine Football League, kasi binigyan nila ako ng chance na makapaglaro, tas makita ng family ko na may napupuntahan yung ginagawa ko. Yung team goals parati ng Menjola FC is to compete to the highest level, na every single game is very important, na ibigay namin kung paano kayo maglaro na counter-attacking football. Yun yung gusto naming ibigay sa mga nanonood, na yung counter-attacking football is effective siya.
My name is Michael Joseph Canicosa Libre, number 15 sa winger ng Marlica FC Manila. I play football in Tondo since elementary. Naglalaro na po kami ng football sa Tondo para makatulong sa parents ko, tsaka para mapag-aral ng libre. Ngayon nag-aaral kami ng libre dahil sa pagpo-football. Marlica kasi sila yung nagbigay sa akin ng opportunity para makapaglaro dito sa PFL. Tsaka yun, di ko sasayangin yung binigay ni Anton na opportunity para makapaglaro dito. Maganda sa PFL dahil nakakalaro mo na yung mga idol mo, kaya nila Stephen Shrock, Misag, Tibet ko, sila Daniel Matsunaga, para mas tumaas pa yung pag-level namin sa paglalaro ng football. Target namin sana makapasok po ng AFC. Sana para tuloy-tuloy yung laro lang namin.
Forteria still. Forteria with a great pass. It's the opener. Hello everyone and welcome to the Philippine Football League 2020 brought to you by Qatar Airways. This game is also under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Boards. It's a beautiful day here at Carmona, Cavite for match day 3. We have a special matchup at our hands. It's going to be two of the oldest clubs in Philippine football, Stallions Laguna F.C. up against Kaya FC-ILOILO. My name is Natasha Alquiros, and joining me for this coverage is none other than former national team player. He's played at the top level, played for the likes of Davao and Ceres, and even Kaya at one point, Nate Berkey. How are you, Nate?
I'm doing well, Natasha. Thank you for that introduction. It is a pleasure to be here with you as we take part on this beautiful game. I believe the last time we worked together was about 7 years ago when we took our AFC-C coaching course. Is that right?
Definitely. It's been a long time and, of course, very exciting times for this 2020 season. Unprecedented times, but regardless of all the factors, the PFF have done their job. They have been able to bring football to everyone. Philippine football is alive and well. And, take us through, what do you think about Stallion and Kaya?
We have a very explosive match on hand, I believe, Tasha. Stallions are one game in hand to play. They are looking for their first result, obviously not so happy with that first loss. And Kaya are going to look to extend their win streak, both with 1-0 wins in their first two games.
And of course, let's take a look at the league table. Earlier today, ADT with a victory, getting their first win here at the PFL 2020. But let's look at our teams for today. Kaya FC with already 6 points, while Stallion are still struggling to find those points. And let's take a look as well as the previous matches that have happened. United FC, as we take a look at the league table first, of course, they're still number 1, Kaya in second. Let's take a look at match results from match day 1. UCFC winning only 1-0 against ADT. Mike Ott with that spectacular goal during that first day. And for those of you who want to vote as well, we have the Facebook polls for everyone to vote for your favorite goal.
Second match was, moving on to the third match, we have Stallions and Maharlika, which was I covered that. That was my first game. It was a phenomenal match. 2-1 for Maharlika, followed by
Mendiola, of course, losing 6-0 against UCFC. Really, the firepower was there. Marañon with a hat-trick. Mendy with 2 goals. An amazing celebration. And Mike Ott with a PK goal as well. And of course, Kaya FC getting that second win, a crucial win. They got out by the edge of their seat, winning 1-0 against ADT. Kenshiro Daniels, the lonesome goal, which put them with 2 wins.
This morning we had ADT receive their first 3 points in the campaign. Congrats to them. Well deserved. They gave Mendiola a tough fight. Harvey Gayoso was on the score sheet with a goal and an assist. We love to see that. And congrats to the whole team. As we see them progress, they are getting better and better, Natasha, which is what we expect.
Definitely. Of course, we had that game earlier. And now Stallions Laguna FC, as we said, they lost against Maharlika in their opening fixture. And today will definitely be a big test for them as they go against one of their oldest rivals in the league. Stallions Laguna, of course, used to be representing Barotac Iloilo, now representing Laguna, against now Kaya FC representing Iloilo.
Yeah, this is a classic rival, Tasha. These two teams have been going at it for years.
And of course, a player to watch for this matchup for Stallion Laguna, we have Ibrahim Noor. Noor is one of their newest addition to the club from Senegal. He gave Stallion that opening goal against Maharlika. He's a tall and speedy player up on top, but we'll see in this matchup if he'll be able to replicate and get goals again.
Yeah, he had a beautiful goal in that match. He could have come away with a few more. He was involved in the goal the entire match, and he put away a very nice volley with power and to get that first goal. But unfortunately, they were not able to get more goals, and the second half kind of gave the game away, Tasha.
Definitely. And let's take a look first at the coach's interview with Coach Ernie Nieras.
Coach, yes. It was unfortunate. Unfortunate result in your first game. But what are your expectations in this next game against Kaya FC-ILOILO?
Well, sana naman mabawas-bawasan yung malas namin. Lahat ng pwedeng mangyari sa amin, nangyari na eh. So, hopefully today, we have all the players except Abusi. So, hopefully things will change. I just feel bad for the players because they really prepared and they really sacrificed a lot. But unfortunately, that is what it is. I feel bad for Menzola also having gone through the same thing, and I understand him completely. And it's unfortunate, but I'm still happy that the league is ongoing, and that we're able to play. So we'll take that as a blessing, and then we'll just move forward. Hopefully, we'll be able to play better today. We're starting to get our fitness back, and that's important for us. So hopefully, we'll be able to perform better today compared to over the weekend. Like I said, I don't want to take anything away from Maharlika. They played a lot better in the second half compared to us. That's why they won. So it's as simple as that. So hopefully, but today hopefully we'll play better.
Hey, Coach, thank you very much.
Yes, Coach, you saw it correct. Coach Nieras is back on the sideline, which is a huge plus for the team. He was missing in the first match. His presence was obviously not felt as the team needed him, but he is back looking to get this team running and getting their first 3 points.
Let's take a look, of course, at the lineup for Stallion Laguna. Nate, what can you say about this lineup?
They have already changed their goalkeeper, Pepito. They have 4-1-4-1 is what they're lining up. We have Regala on the right, Villarreal in central defense with Nieras partnering him, as well as Belgira on the left. And then Doctor is holding that central midfield position as he did last match. Alcross is new, coming in, as well as Melisa on the left next to him. And then Fitch Arbeloa on the left wing, and McDaniel sitting on the right. Followed by Noor is a striker.
Definitely 2 changes for the Stallion Laguna side. Gasik will not be playing, and in his place would be Pepito. Bedia is out, and in his place Alquiros in the first 11. And of course, firepower now coming in for the substitutions for the side of Stallion Laguna, and Coach Ernie Nieras having Ricky Sandra on the bench is really adds to the inspiration to the club, knowing that he'll be available for this matchup. And of course, let's take a look at Kaya as well. Kaya FC-ILOILO. They came away with a 1-0 victory against Maharlika, 1-0 victory against ADT. Panhay scoring in the first matchup. Kenshira Daniels getting them making it 6 points. They're currently second in the standings. Really, the difference now is only by goal difference. And the player to watch, Arnel Amita. Definitely, he was spectacular against that ADT matchup. He really controlled the midfield battles. His technique was amazing, composed, and it's nice to see one of our local players standing out.
Yeah, you gotta love that, Natasha. I've been a fan of this guy for years now, and he's just such a tidy, technical player. What I love is he's able to play with both feet, and it's such a huge thing for children to understand how important it is to be able to pass with the right and left foot and to be able to receive and play. He is very skillful, he sees the game very well, and he also has explosive pace.
Definitely, and now let's take a look at the interview with the head coach of Kaya FC, Coach Yu Hoshida.
How are you looking towards this tricky encounter against Stallion Laguna?
Of course,
Stallion is really strong team, especially strong physical, strong counter attack. So that we have to avoid that. Also, we have to play what we have to do.
So for the past two games, we've only been your opponents by just one goal margin. Have you made adjustments towards this matchup so that it can allow you to push more in front of goal?
Yeah, I think everybody know already. Our attacking third is not enough for this past two games. So I expect this game we will attempt a lot and score a lot.
Coach Yu Hoshida, saying that you have to do what you have to do. You can expect more from the attacking third, expect a lot more attempts, really something that was lacking for them. And let's take a look at Kaya FC's lineup for today's match. Very interesting lineup for the Kaya side, especially in the back. It's going to be Clarino, Menzi, Rota, Felonco. Defensive mid, you have Angeles on the left flank, Daniels, De Broiker, Amita, and Daiza. And up on top is Bedek. A lot of changes for this Kaya FC side. Casambre out, Clarino in, Soriano out, Felonco in, Giganto out, Bedek finally getting to start the match instead of coming off the bench. And Rota getting that start instead of Mitchell. And of course, kickoff in just a bit. Don't go away. And here we have it. They're making their way on the pitch. Match day 3 is a go. Stallion Laguna FC up against Kaya FC-ILOILO. As we talked about, two of the oldest clubs in the league. They've had a lot of past, and let's see who will come out on top in just a bit. And we take a look at our match officials as well. We have Clifford Daipuyat, assisted by Aldos Mirafuente and JP Mendiola. Take a look at the two players, the two captains, Ruben Balot Doctora and Joven Bedic. Two players who really represent Iloilo, both coming from that hotbed, which is Iloilo, for Philippine football talent, making their way here at the Philippine Football League. It's definitely going to be exciting to watch these two teams battle it out. And really, it's because of the likes of Stallion Laguna and the likes of Kaya FC-ILOILO that we still have a league up to this day. These clubs have been fighting for the right to continuously play, and they really just set an example of how hard work can bring you to where you are now. Of course, you have a Stallion repping their pink, white, pink kits, and Kaya in black, and yellow kits.
As they take the field, Kaya is looking to attack to the left of the screen, while Stallions is going to the right. Tasha, there was a bit of rain before this match. The turf is a bit wet. That ball is going to move. I'm expecting high-intense, high-paced match, Tasha.
Definitely, these are two clubs that love to play high-paced football. And let's see what is up. Simone Rota gives it long right away to Daizo. And a quick foul call there on Fitch Arboleda. But Amita seems down with that challenge with Fichar Boleda.
That just shows how intense this match is going to be, Natasha. That's just 10 seconds into this match. Just 10 seconds into the match.
Definitely. And, you know, Stallion did not have the best start, but let's see how they can pick up in this second matchup. Still on that left flank. Fichar Boleda thought he could keep possession, but throw in will fall in the favor of Stallion Laguna. Delgira trying to give that long throw, connecting with Noor.
Both teams not taking any chances to start this match. They're starting very tight, very conservative. You can sense the intensity on that field, Natasha.
And of course, you have OJ Clarino on the back line for Kaya FC. Last season, he just played for Stallion. Let's see how this move works in their favor as well.
Bedic getting some early touches. Unable to control that.
Spell of possession on that left flank.
Stallions on a break early. Unable to connect.
Not the best pass from Stallion, but they still try to keep it up on top. But now let's see Kaya try to turn things around. They swing it on to that left flank. Felonco tries to give the ball up long. Villarreal with a clear. And a harsh foul from behind from Amita.
Yeah, that's an unnecessary challenge, Natasha. No need to go to ground there. Stand that player up. He's in the middle of the field. No harm, no danger. His back's towards goal. Replay coming up.
You take a look at that pass made to Noor just by the center line and just a tackle from behind.
When the grass is wet, Natasha, those players get excited and they just want to slide tackle. But you got to encourage these players to stay on their feet as much as possible. No reason to go to ground. We hope he's all right. Got a nasty challenge we see.
Worrying start here for Stallion Laguna. They all have to deal with Abusi, who is not available, who usually is their main striker up on top. And now we see Ibrahim Noor down, taking a while to get back up.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain, Natasha. Trainer coming on. Let's hope he's okay and able to finish this half at least.
But Nate, you covered that first game of Stallion versus Maharlika. They were dominating in that first half. But what happened in that second half? What do you think that Stallion need to improve on for this matchup?
First of all, I believe they were having a difficult time adjusting to the tactical adjustment of Maharlika. They completely changed their tactics and they had a difficult time adjusting to that high intense press that Maharlika brought in the second half. And it showed the entire match of the second half pretty much belonged to Maharlika. They were successful, converted on 2 goals, and were able to take that historical win for the team.
Long ball up on top by Darwin Regala, trying to connect. Belgira, again, you're getting another foul. Kaya have been caught on a couple of late challenges in the start of this matchup. Let's see if Stallion can make the most of this opportunity.
Yeah, Natasha, it's a bit of a scrappy start to start this match. We're sure to have a lot of nerves. And as we said, the rain has affected this pitch, making the ball much slicker. As you can see, this will be a very tight tactical match, I feel.
And of course, very interesting to see for this Kaya side is that every game they have made 4 changes in the first matchup, the second, and in this. You know, a lot of trust from Coach Yu Hoshida to continuously change up his lineup, most especially in the back now with no Casambre on that left flank and no Mitchell as well.
That's a very good point, Natasha. It's very uncharacteristic of a typical coach. If your team's doing successful, you don't want to change it. The saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But they are changing the lineup every match.
Elgira gives it short.
Unable to connect. But we see a strong Kaya lineup regardless, and they are talented. And I have gone on record to say that I believe they are the deepest team, meaning they have the deepest bench. So they're able to, rotate these players, which is what they're doing, showing Yoshida showing how deep they are.
Definitely. OJ Clarino on that left flank, trying to connect with Amita up on top.
I love how Kaya's already stepping up to midfield, pressing that line, trying to compress this team.
You love that quick battle between Amita and Melisa. Both of them used to represent FEU in the UAP times. Ball inside. Header connects, but just far left.
Kenshiro was able to elevate himself to connect with that header. It was a nice attempt, unable to hit the frame. Nonetheless, good attempt from Kaya.
Cut out by Kenshiro Daniels. De Bruyker keeps it in play. But Darwin gets the best of it. Both teams still struggling with their passes, but this time around, Bedic tries to keep it in play on that left side.
You can see the approach of Kaya, Natasha. They are playing very direct to start this match. A little bit different from what we saw from that ADT match. They are taking no chances and trying to get that first goal.
Cleared up on top, but still in a dangerous area.
Nice 50-50 battle there. I like that. Clean play from everyone.
Bedic gets a good first touch, but Villarreal was there, only able to clear it. In the attacking third, they throw it up on top, and possession goes back to Kaya.
Casas off his line to receive it and immediately plays it wide to Clarino. This is looking a little bit better from Kaya. Natasha, they're connecting their passes now.
Again, great connecting there with Kenshiro Daniels. And Kenshiro Daniels is down during that entanglement.
Yeah, it looks like he
with
just took a late clip.
And the referee, actually, part of that entanglement as well.
Yeah, sometimes that ref gets in the way, Natasha, and that's football. You gotta roll with it, you know.
Of course, what can you say about this Kaya FC side, especially the likes of having Simone Rota and Kenshiro Daniels, two players that have represented the national team on numerous occasions?
Don't forget Marwin Angeles and also the goalkeeper Louis Michael Casas. Casas have all represented the national team at one point or another, Natasha. What I see is a lot of high-level experience from this Kaya team.
Kenshiro Daniels with the delivery.
Not the best. Kenshiro limping a bit. Maybe he shouldn't have been taking that free kick, Natasha. He did go down for that foul. Maybe it wasn't the smartest thing to do.
Definitely. When it comes to his free kicks, it really hasn't been the most consistent for the Kaya side. But then again, he's also the player that was able to get the goal for them in that matchup against ADT. Play on, says the referee.
Good track from De Bruyker. They'll go all the way back to Casas and open things up. Stallions not quick to press into the half, though. Picks it up in midfield. Marwin Angeles on the ball.
Quick work by Angeles. Spread it out to De Bruyker, who finds the run of Kenshiro Daniels on that left flank. Gets across ahead.
What do we have? There it is. There it is. 1-0 for Kaya FC.
Relentless effort from Kaya FC on that left flank. Great work again from Kenshiro Daniels. They were attacking in that midfield area, and Bedic finally getting that goal inside that he desperately needed to bring up his momentum and his confidence back in that first 11.
Exactly what you want as a striker, to get in the goal early. Kenshiro did a very good job on holding his line, staying onside, playing with his weaker left foot, delivering a very nice cross that caused some trouble for the team. They were able to pounce on that. Here's the replay. Check it out.
Kenshiro Daniels getting the best of it, not the best of clearances from Stallion Laguna, and Bedic gets the best of that. Bedic, of course, played a crucial role not only for Kaya FC but as well as for the national team. He scored an amazing goal in that 2018 against Thailand to keep it 1-1, and he's doing the same now to be able to, of course, lead by example for this Kaya FC side. Couldn't get his foot right in the first two matches, but it's nice to see him start off this matchup on a good note and scoring the goal.
Yeah, like I said, you love to see that. And to be honest, he wasn't able to find it back in the net in his first two games, and he had some great opportunities. But now he's got the start. He's got that early goal. We want more, Bede. Keep it coming, son. All those people in Iloilo are rooting for you. Keep it coming, son.
And of course, momentum now falling on to Kaya FC. They swing it around in the back.
Clarino on a nice run. Can they find him? They do. Kaya enjoying much of the possession now, moving, lots of movement, really just controlling this match right now, Natasha.
Definitely getting in that early goal from Bedic. Let's see how Stallion will react.
Ole, my goodness, this boy.
Maru
He promised
Angeles.
me. He said his legs were tired. I messaged him. I said I need one more sombrero today, and he said his legs were tired. But that was some beautiful skill and technique from Marwin Angeles. It just shows how his touch is.
Definitely, Maru Angeles has really been doing a fantastic job playing that defensive midfield, holding that ball, and being able to hold it alongside with Amita in the middle for Kaya FC. Ball back in the back now for Stallion. They try to swing it all across, trying to find the run of Finn McDaniel on that right flank.
Nothing but time and space there. Let's see if he can take him on. Yes, he does. He's able to connect. A little bit of... Oh, he's still on it. Tries a little Maradona. Unable to connect.
Nathan Alquiros, Darwin Regala brings it all the way up. Gets a cross inside. Easily cleared by Kaya.
Picks up from Doctor at the top of the box. He's onside. That's a corner kick from Stallions. This is a nice response from the Stallions team. This is what we would want to see, Natasha.
Definitely a quick response from Stallion Laguna. Relentless now on the attack. Clearances of Kaya went begging. Doctora found a way to connect with Noor, winning themselves in a favorable position for a corner.
Stallions taking their time on this corner. They have two on the ball, looking to maybe possibly play short. And they do go short. Fitch on the ball, looking to whip it in with the right. Not the best service, Natasha.
Quick play there from that left side for Stallion Laguna. They played it short. Fitch gets it cross, but just way over.
In this moment, Natasha, you're better off just firing it on the frame. Get it on frame. Have a shot. It's wet. Who knows what might happen with that ball? As we saw with the first goal, it is difficult to control it for the goalkeepers as well.
Definitely, but you also really have to give it to Kanshira Daniels. Nothing but improvements from that first match to the second match, getting that goal. And now in this matchup, of course, assist to Bedic and putting their club up on top early in this matchup.
This is a great ball here.
Daiso
With
gets
the
that
speed.
cut in.
That hit the post there, Natasha.
Good work from Kaya FC. You can see how quick they are on that transition, finding the run, as he said, of Daiso on that right flank, being able to keep it in play, connected with Bedic, but it just went a little bit to the right. But great work from Kaya FC. It's great to see them connecting up on top.
They have that speed on the left flank and right flank, Natasha. Daiso and Kenshiro are very, very explosive.
And you have that overlapping run again from OJ Clarino on that left flank. Cut away. You have to give it for that diamond as well up on top. They have had such a great connection and fluidity up on top with the Bedic, Kenshiro on the left, you have Daizo on the right, and De Bruyker. So far, everything has been working for Kaya FC.
This is a great turn from Elisa. Find some space, unable to connect on the run. Great defending there, great defending.
Of course, Menzi getting that startup now on FEU standout, taking the place of Mitchell in the back and proving he is worthy of the spot.
Amita on the ball, trying to slow it down with Marwin. They'll take some steam out of this play and try and connect some passes and get back into that groove.
Angeles. So all the way back to Rota. They try to find that run of Kenshiro Daniels on that left flank.
What a beautiful ball, and even better first touch, Natasha!
Great chance there. That connection of Rota finding Kenshiro Daniels.
Wow.
Up on top.
That's just an unfortunate play there. Take a look. If he connects that, that's a great opportunity.
Could have done better on that final touch. But that connection of Kaya, and now we see quick transition.
Can he find the right side? He's got nothing but space.
But good interception by Clarino. De Bruyker now to lead the attack. He lay it off to Amita on that right flank. Fitch Arboleda. Now we see that possession, 28% for Stallion Laguna and 72% for Kaya FC.
Wow. That is a big statistic, Natasha. That's a lot of possession for Kaya. And they've been able to convert 1-0. Very fair, very
good
fair
layoff.
statistic.
They tried to take a shot.
Easy play for Casas as
Easy
he
save from
walks out.
Casas.
They'll take their time. Everyone's going to just open up to their positions. Nice and easy. No pressure from Stallions.
You can see Kaya, as we look at the statistics as well, Kaya FC enjoying much of the possession. You could see, of course, that Stallion is laying a bit low, a bit deeper on the defense. And Kenshiro Daniels, again, a closer look at an impressive performance so far. They have been using him on the attack. They have been effective having him. They got the goal from his assist in this matchup.
As I said, Natasha earlier, Stallions not pressuring too much, just allowing this Kaya defense to dictate the tempo and probe that ball from the left to the right very, very easily. And they have found some space from De Bruyker. I'm sorry about that.
Miscommunication, but eventually found up. Nor tried to keep it.
Play on, says the ref. There's the foul.
The advantage was played. They did not get the advantage, and the foul was called on that first challenge with Noor. Melisa, of course, went down as well after that second challenge. Stallion attacking players really still trying to find their way into this matchup. Fitch Arboleda gets a touch. Blocked by Simone Rota. Regroup again from the back. Stallion just allowing Kaya FC to keep possession.
They drop back into their team block. They look nice and compact right now, Stallions, but what we want to see is when they get into the opposing half, into their attacking half, can they connect more? Can they and exploit those open spaces quicker?
Quick connections up on top.
That's a great step.
But Villarreal really just pushing off out of his line.
Some breakup play from Villarreal as he drops back into the back line.
You can see a very different Stallion as well from what we're used to seeing. As we talked about, it's a different kind of preseason for these players.
That is a great ball. Unlucky Bedic doesn't time his run. Sayang naman, but that was a beautiful weighted pass from Amita. Unfortunately, Bedic didn't hold his line. Let's have a look, see if the replay can catch that.
It was a great ball from
That's
the back.
tight though. That seems tight there, Natasha.
Definitely a tight call there from the linesman. But that's where you could see that Kaya have been able to dominate when it comes to their passes from the back. The vision of their center backs of Menzi and Rota finding the runs of the players up on top really have been connecting for them.
I'd like to see them get Kenshiro Daniels more involved as the goal came from him. They haven't played much on this left side since that goal. Play on, says the ref.
Villarreal moved on. Fitch Arboleda.
So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. Can we find the right side? They keep it.
Nate Alquiraz gives it onto the wing. A cross inside, headed away by Rota.
McDaniel working hard to recover to get behind the ball. Wins the tackle for a Kaya FC throw-in.
And quick movements from McDaniel to go back on defense. But again, falls back to Kaya FC. Enjoying much of the possession in the back.
To all of my young players watching this game, have a look at Amita and Arwen as they're constantly looking over their shoulders before that ball comes, scanning the field. Is there time? Is there space behind me? Constantly, their head is on a swivel.
They swing it onto that right flank, missed clearance, but Taizo couldn't take advantage. Bit of sloppy defending from Belgira on that left flank. Was lucky that he was not punished on that occasion.
Pressure coming from behind.
Angeles gives a cross inside. Clarino tried to connect in there. Foul called on OJ. Clarino.
Stallions will pick up a free kick at midfield. Have a look at this replay.
Definitely, they had 3 players up on top. Melissa was able to break that play and just caught that foul from OJ Clarino. This time, Stallion will try to build up from the back. Villarreal swings it to Regala. Darwin throws it on back to Villarreal. Matthew Nieras swings it to Belgira.
They break into midfield and now they press. Bedic picks up the ball at midfield. This is a great opportunity here. Called for the foul.
And Balot quickly giving away and Belgira giving out that foul. But not the best of passes and touches from the midfield of Stallion Laguna. That was an easy giveaway to Kaya FC.
As we see the goal scorer on the ground, he took a slight knock as it looks to be on his left knee. He seems to be all right. We're at the 23-minute mark, just about halfway into the half.
Kaya FC play it short, and they send it all the way to the back. The chase is on. They're able to swing it to Felonco. And good pressure being put on by Stallion, forcing the error on Kaya FC.
His first touch just let him down as his body was facing the goal. He needs to open up as soon as he can so he can face the field and take that first touch positively.
Daniels putting on the pressure. They send it all the way back to Pepito. Belgira on that left flank. Tries to give it long, tries to connect with Nate, but it finds the run on Finn McDaniel on that right flank. Gives a great cross, but no one there for that second run. Can Fitch Arboleda keep it in play? He does. Janjan tries to find the through, connects with Noor. Ball still in a dangerous area. Balot, great layoff, sends it onto that right flank. Finn McDaniel on that right. Gets another cross inside. Headed away by Menzi. Good interception of play by Menzi. Finding Daizo. Quick counter for Kaya FC. Quick transition of movements here. Now, Daizo gets across, but just over.
That was a nice sequence that we just saw from Stallions Laguna. A lot better football from them, bit more patience. They were able to connect as what we want to see as you approach that attacking third.
Daizo has been relentless on that right flank.
Your space to play as you get closer to goal just gets smaller and tighter. So you have to be more careful with that ball as you get closer to the goal. It's a really nice sequence to see from Stallions as McDaniel picks up the ball on the right flank here, closest to us. I'd like to see him take him for a run there. He had nothing but space there. I'd like to see him take him for a run.
With quick defending from Kenshiro Daniels to win back possession for Kaya FC. Swing it all the way to Clarino. Kaya, of course, with the time and space in the back. Swinging it to Felonco.
That's a few errors now for Felonco in a row. Great tackle from Marwin.
Great movements from Angeles.
Off to the races now, Kaya. Can they connect?
Such
They're getting
smooth
forward.
movements. De Bruyker on the run on the left. Connects with Bedik, gets across inside. Pepito had to punch that one out of danger.
As we see the lights come on, creating a new environment.
Arboledo winning that foul on that left flank. But as we break down through that play that happened earlier, you have to give it to Kenshiro Daniels.
As I said, get this boy running on the left flank. That's where the goal came from.
You're able to connect. Good punch out there by Pepito. You could see that Daizo was running just right behind him.
They're having success, Kai, on this left side.
Stallion, of course, are having their moments, able to bring it all the way to the attacking third, but just cannot translate to goal so far.
Alcros able to control that, unable to connect on the pass. Class from the midfielder from Italy. A third mistake in a row, Natasha. It just goes to show. Oh, we have an injury. We have an injury. Unfortunate to see this. I hope he will be okay.
As we talked about, Felonco was having a hard time on those couple of plays right before he went down now.
Well, maybe this is the reason. He must have been dealing with some type of pain as he goes down. We didn't see much, so it'd be interesting to see how this plays out. You don't just go down on you don't just go down on the field like that. I'm assuming he's gonna come off. Who do you bring on?
The interesting thing about this lineup of Kaya FC Iloilo is that Casambre and Mitchell aren't registered for today.
Really?
But they still do have that depth in their squad. They still have Soriano, who played in that last game.
Phenomenal
So it's going to
defender.
be
Phenomenal
interesting.
defender. They can bring him in fit immediately. I played with him at Ceres FC. He is a very smart, skillful, quick defensive player that reads the game very, very well. Him and his brother have been playing for Kai FC now for quite some time as they transferred from Ceres.
Of course, a closer look at the captain of Stallion Laguna, Ruben Balot Doctora, who has been the heart and soul of Stallion Laguna.
Felonco getting some treatment. We don't see any signs for a substitution just yet. You'd like to see him finish the match. Kaya now a man down. Keep that in mind, everyone. They are one man down.
And of course, you even compare it to the shots that both Stallion and Kaya have made. Kaya have had 4 shots. They were able to convert 1 into a goal.
If I'm Stallions, 1-0 down, you have one player off, I would be pressing this Kaya team, trying to get that goal, trying to take advantage of the plus man.
Agree with you, Nate.
We have a sub coming on. Few minutes. As we said, Soriano looking to come on. Still no sign of a press from Stallions as they drop back into midfield. Just keeping everything in front, which is what you want to see defensively. But as I said, they're a man up. And now the ball's to the goalie all the way back. Can we get that lineup, Stallions? They don't want to press though, Natasha.
Very different from this Kaya FC. From Stallion Laguna, I mean, playing a bit more compact. Not usually that high press that we're used to seeing them.
That's correct. And even if you are in a block, you still have to know when to press. If the ball goes all the way back.
Inside the box.
If the ball goes all the way back to that goalkeeper, that's a key sign to step your lineup and press fill in that space.
Manzi connects with Clarino on that right flank. Can Daiso get ahead of it?
As we see Kenshiro fill into this left back defense, it just goes to show you can find yourself on the position at any point in the field.
And a substitution there is called. Let's take a look first at that replay. OJ Clarino gets that cross inside, connects with Bedic, but just not enough to convert into a chance, but enough to get a corner. And of course, we have a substitution. Felonco will be out, and in his place is Jalsor Soriano, who has been phenomenal for this Kaya side as well.
Let's hope Felonco is okay. Hopefully we can get an update on him. Amita's on the ball. He's signals his corner kick play. What do we have in store here? Floated ball to the back post.
Cleared out of danger, but still in the path of Kenshiro Daniels. Daniel tries to get across inside. Balot throws it out long. Not the best of touch from Noor.
50-50 challenge. This is what we call a 50-50 challenge. Ball's in the air. Both players are just trying to win it. Looks to be a slight foul for Stallions as Kaya will pick up the ball at around midfield. Let's take a look at that replay.
Not the best first touch from Noor. That clearance from Rota and that clash between Noor and one of Kaya FC's defense, OJ Clarino. A bit of worrisome as well for Kaya. They cannot afford to have more changes in the back. They don't have that many defenders registered on today's match.
That is true. Ideally, you'd not like to make a sub in your back line for the entire match so you can control that tempo and rhythm that your team is playing. It all starts from the back line. Soriano fills in at left back.
There was a crucial heading interference from Villarreal.
Kaya looking to win it in the half of Stallions, and they do.
Another foul to break up that play. Pitch just giving out that foul to Maru Angeles, who have been really thorns in the middle. Maru Angeles, Amita, they have had that better of that midfield battle.
I would have to agree with you. They seem very, very tidy. De Bruyker as well. Unable to connect. Not the same performance we've seen from him from the past two matches. Perhaps fatigue is setting in.
What adjustments do you think that that Stallion need to do to be able to get back in this matchup?
As I said, they need to, if they're going to play this counter-attacking football, they have to exploit the weaker side quicker in transition so they can attack on the weak side of Kaya. But they haven't been able to connect, as you've noticed. They keep it on one side, and they aren't able to get anything going. But you have to find that weaker side, especially if you're playing counterattack. Where's the space? Where's the space? Where's the open space for my players to get in behind? 70% now to 30 for Kaya FC as they are dominating in possession. I am very curious to this pass statistics for this half.
Definitely, when you talk about the accuracy of passes as well, Kaya really have been more accurate when it comes to their passes to the back, and their connecting passes up on top. Stallion currently still trying to find their groove in this matchup. They've had moments of brilliance, but nothing that has really translated into a chance that could test Casas.
player goes down. And fair play for Kaya as they kick it out. As we have a break here, we're approaching the 35th minute mark, approximately 10 minutes left, plus stoppage in the half. What are your thoughts?
First of all, you have to give it to Kaya FC. They have been working on that momentum from that first matchup against Maharlika. They barely got away with the win against ADT, but they're continuing that good form onto this third matchup against Stallion Laguna. I mean, their players up on top, just that connection that they have when it comes on the attack. As we said, we've already now had 3 goals for Kaya FC throughout the first 3 games with 3 different goal scorers.
And
that was one of the questions. One of the questions that we had at the start of this league. Where will the goals come from? There's no more Jordan Minta. Where will the goals come from Kaya FC? And they're proving that anyone can score as well.
Another note to point out is all of their goals, I believe, came in the first half. So it's a very similar sequence of games that we're seeing from Kaya. They get that early goal in the first half, and then they try to dictate the flow of the rest of the match. But let's see if they can secure another goal today, because this is not going to be an easy match for the rest of this game.
Definitely Kaya FC would want to double up that lead. They'd want to get that cushion for the lead, especially if goal difference plays into a factor moving forward. Currently, they are tied at points with UCFC.
That is correct. And with no finals in the way that the league is organized, goal differential is going to be very, very big factor going into the end of this campaign.
Definitely. Menzi tries to connect up on top. Bede gets a touch, finds Daizo.
This is a nice piece of possession from Kaya.
Clarinho tries to connect up on top. Free ball. Nathan brings it all the way back, finds Regala.
As you notice, a lot of their turnovers, Kaya, are when those balls are chipped or lofted into the air. That's where a lot of their turnovers are coming in this first half. You'd like to see them just keep it on the ground, play the football that they have been doing throughout the attacking half.
Great header there from Menzi. Stop the attack of Stallion.
Doctor with time and space, able to turn, picks out his runner. A little bit heavy on that pass, and Michael Casas will just take his time for this goal kick as they are trying to close out this first half, securing that 1-0 lead.
Definitely great connection there. Balot with that vision, seeing the run of Noor. It was more of just the weight and the accuracy of the pass. Crucial header by Regala. Again, this left flank has been proving to be problems for Stallion Laguna.
Miscommunication again. Hey, Dylan, I know we were teammates, but I know you can play that football that I've been seeing for the past 2 days. Come on, son. Don't be so nervous. It's just me, your first roommate.
Dylan, of course, has not been really much part of the attacks for Kaya FC.
Looking to press Kai and pick it up again in midfield. Oh, that's a late challenge from behind. Doctor expressing his feelings and anger.
You could see a frustration from Balot. Doctora wasn't happy with that push from behind and just went back right at Maru Angeles. But this time around, of course, giving away that foul.
Again, his back towards goal. No need to run through the player. He's in no harm to you or the team. You got numbers around the ball. He's not going to danger you there. Keep his back towards the goal. That's all you got to do. Stand him up. Make him play backwards.
That occasion, of course. Again, a bit of a different side as well from Kaya FC from their first 2 games. As we said, when it comes to the fouls as well, Kaya FC giving away a lot of fouls. 6-4. Referee Clifford, of course, as Stallion did not get that advantage, decided to blow his whistle.
Yeah, Regala able to beat the pressure in there with his first touch. Gets a little late clip from Kenshiro Daniels.
Good pressure from Noor
It's
to
a good
win
battle
back
here.
possession.
Good battling here. Still on the ball. Able to pick up his shot as it just goes wide.
Bit of moment of greatness there, and that grit coming in from Noor. You could see that he won the challenge. He was relentless in getting the ball back from OJ Clarino. He gets away through 3 defenders, gets a shot, but just a bit far onto the left.
Kenshiro all the way here on the touchline on the left, keeping that field extra wide. Same with Daiso on the right. Both of them high and wide. Dylan on the ball, turns his man back to Simone Rota.
Rota swings it now to the right. Back to Rota. Only pressure coming from Noor, but they still give it long to the right flank. Tried to find that run of Clarino. Just couldn't get there in time.
Again, you see that patience running out, and they look for those long balls. They're 1-0 lead. Just keep that ball moving. Keep that ball in possession. You're already showing, you can see the frustration getting to them.
Nagala just losing the ball on that one. Could have given that pass earlier. Ball falls back with Kaya. De Broeker swings it to Angeles.
Amita loses the ball in midfield.
Arboleda
Take that space. Take that space. You see
trying
something
to
else.
give it long, trying to find the run of Noor.
No foul, calls the ref. Casas will kill the game right now. No one pressuring. He'll gladly run that clock down. Smart play. Go. The striker needs to notice this and get on that. This is always a frustrating task as a striker. You see that goalkeeper. You still have to go and make that run. Fair play from both players.
Of course, Kaya FC would just want to keep that 1-0 lead coming in to halftime. Just a few minutes left.
No one showing in midfield. Forced to go backwards. You see the frustration from Soriano. Let's see if we can get one more goal before the half.
Menzi tries to find that through, but Stallion able to break that play apart. Fitch gets the turn. All ball, says the referee. Play on.
Good feet there. Great feet there from Daiso to get out of trouble there.
Referee, of course, just allowing all these plays to continue. Rota connects with De Broeker, able to get that turn.
Heavy touch, but he stays with it. Kenshiro sends it back. Amita on the ball now. Now Soriano. Tackle from Noor.
All ball again, says the referee. Allows the play to continue.
Soriano just grabbing his ankle there. A late clip on the ankle.
Amita. Locked away. Bit of a heavy challenge from behind there. No call again, says the referee. Just allowing them to play. Ball back now with the defense of Kaya FC.
Soriano still grabbing that left ankle. That's
Good
a
read,
great
finding
ball.
the run of Kenshiro Daniels.
Unfortunately.
Just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, they're throwing these balls, and you know, as I said, the pitch being it wet is definitely going to have a factor. As that ball hits the ground, it's going to skip and skip and skip. You're not, the weight of the pass is not, it's very difficult to read on conditions like this. Look at this skill from Marwan. 2 minutes of extra time. Bedic on the ball on the far touchline finds
Daiso on that right flank. Just couldn't connect there.
Stallion breaks up the play, and it's a throw in for Kaya FC in deep in the Stallions' half.
Of course, question will be, can Kaya capitalize in these dying minutes of the first half to really cement their lead going into the second half?
Yeah, 2 minutes left. There's still time on the clock. You play football until the whistle's over, until that half ends. Why not try and get an opportunity here? You're deep in their half. Let's see if they can come up with something here. Oh, ref, what is going on here? Oh, we have a foul throw. Ref calls a foul throw. It's now Stallions. Stallion picks up the ball on a throw-in. Ref didn't like what he saw. Now, can Kaya win that ball back deep into this half?
Miss clearance, but falls for Regala.
A bit of a late tackle from Kenshiro. Ref sees no play on. Calls back the foul. That's a great call from the referee.
Definitely. You like seeing that as well. You know, they want to continuously let the game play, let it dictate itself. If the advantage isn't given, then call back and blow the whistle. Daiso able to turn things around.
Splits. Fitch unable to get around him.
But the speedy players on the wings, you really have Kenshiro Daniels and Daiso, engines so far for this Kaya FC squad.
Time and space for Alcaros to turn. Beats his man. You got space. Keep going. Gets it wide to McDaniel. Quality
Gets a cross
service.
inside. Two players right off on top, and Fitch just couldn't find that clinical touch in the end to test Casas. And at halftime, Kaya lead 1-0. Care of Kenshiro Daniels. Assist, cross from that left flank, connecting with Bedic at the 10th minute, proving to be enough to give them that advantage coming into halftime. And of course, Kenshiro Daniels, this was that early goal. Not the best defending from Stallion Laguna. Kenshiro taking advantage of his speed on that left flank, gets a cross inside, a scramble in the middle, and it is Bedic who comes out on top and gets that goal for Kaya FC.
That's some classic wing play for you from Kenshiro Daniels. Using both feet, shimmies his man right to left. Great cross. McDaniel
had his moments, got a cross inside, but the side of Kaya have been on point when it comes to their defending. Another chance again, this time from the other wing on that right side. But the defense at that moment did enough to lose Daiso from being on that position to give a quality cross.
Please wear your 80 cards at all times. This game is under the
And the physicality of the match as well really proved throughout. It's a cross by Amita, trying to connect, finding Menzi. They had to doubly clear it out of danger, but Kenshiro Daniels able to get that second ball. This is one of the best chances from the side of Stallion Laguna.
Look at the control and skill from Noor. Able to get his shot off basically from nothing. Unable to hit the frame, but a good showing from the goal scorer of the last match.
Definitely. And of course, everybody stay tuned for our halftime challenge.
Hi, I'm Glenn Casas and I support Louis Casas and the Kaya Iloilo FC. Support local football.
Hi, my name is David Abella. I support Christian Rontini of the Ascals Development Team. Please support local football.
I'm Nick Jacob and I support Jason Panay and Kaya FC, support local football.
Hi, I'm Clyde. I support Christian Runtini of ADT, support local football.
Hi, this is Al Joseph Tagakay. I support Jarvi Gayoso from Pascal's development team, and yes, support local league.
Hi, this is Angel Cabanlong and I support Stefan Schrock of the United City FC. Support local football.
Hi, I am Jose David V. Diaz. I support Eric Gallantes of the Azcal's development team. Support local football.
Hi, I'm Glenn Casas and I support
I am Luke Trasporto and I support Joven Bedic and Kaya FC-ILOILO. Support local football, Una Kaya.
I am Zandro.
Ladies and gentlemen, and for now, our halftime show. One lucky fan watching from our live stream in the Philippines Football League Facebook page will get a chance to win 2,000 pesos if the player of his or her choice will complete this challenge. And of course, we have nominated one player from each club. For Stallion Laguna, we have Raymond Abo. And for Kaya, we have Roberto Corsame. Here are the mechanics of our Philippine Football League halftime challenge. Two players will start from the center line and will juggle the ball towards the goal line and back. Both players will have 1 minute to complete the task. If the ball drops, they will need to restart. And of course, representing Stallion Laguna FC, one of their fans will be Ian Nero. And representing for Kaya, one of the fans will be Romel Lago. So let's see if the players can take advantage and win some 2K for a couple of lucky fans. Ready? 3, Gina. Yeah. Corsame. Looking really fly on this juggling. You have 1 minute to get it all the way to the other end. And if they do, Their fans get to win 2K. Corsame, will he make it in time? Will he get there to the end? Get to the end, but going to the other side. A little bit hard. Corsame. And the time is up. It's one of the more difficult challenges, but of course, better luck next time. Please continue, of course, to support the Philippine Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways.
I am Luke Tresporo and I support Joven Bedic and Kaya FC Iloilo. Support local football. Una Kaya.
I am Zandro. I support Stephen Schrock and United City FC. Support local football.
I'm Pancho Dizon and I support Jovid Bedic at Kaya Football Club. Support local football.
I am Kay Irene Bernal and I support Nelson Manangan Gasik from Stallions Laguna FC. Laban Manong.
I am Romel Lago and I support Joven Bidek and Kaya Football Club Iloilo. Una Kaya!
I am June Ayon Dedel and I support Anton Del Rosario and Maharlika Manila FC. Support local football.
Hello, I am MJ Capalar and I support ASCO's development team. Support local football. More power, people. Peace.
Hi, I'm Glenn Casas and I support Louis Casas and the Kaya Iloilo FC. Support local football.
Hi, my name is David Abella. I support Christian Rontini of the ASCAL's development team. Please support local football.
I'm Nick Jacob and I support Jason Panay and Kaya FC. Support local football.
Hi, I'm Clyde. I support Christian Rontini of ADT. Support local football.
Hi, this is Al Joseph Tagakay. I support Jarvi Gayoso from ASCAL's development team. And yes, support local league.
Hi, this is Angel Cabanlong and I support Stefan Schrock of the United City FC. Support local football.
Hi, I am Jose David V. Diaz. I support Eric Galiantes of the ASCAL's development team. Support local football.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Philippine Football League 2020, brought to you by Qatar Airways. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. Show your love as well and support for your favorite teams by sending your favorite videos through the Philippine Football League Facebook page. And of course, we have a substitute at halftime for Stallion Laguna. Griffin McDaniel's day will be over, and in his place, it will be Ricardo Sendra. At halftime, of course, Kaya FC are up 1-0 against Stallion Laguna. Nate, what are your thoughts so far on the first half?
As we take a look at the statistics, we see that Kaya FC was completely dominating with 162 connected passes out of 234 versus the Stallions' 57 passes out of 117 attempts.
And what do you think? Who players have been standing out so far, most especially for this Kaya side?
Well, we got to point out the back line with Menzi, who's been absolutely solid. He's been absolutely solid, and we cannot count out the goal scorer. He gets his first start of the campaign, and he's able to convert early, and now he's back into this half with nothing but open field to play and try and get another goal.
But of course, you take a look at what just happened. Simone Rota getting a yellow card on that challenge with Noor up on top. Noor putting on that pressure on Simone Rota. Clips in the feet of Noor. But I'd say that was kind of a pretty harsh call for a yellow. What do you say?
Yes, I believe so. It looked like Simone Rota just lost his balance there as Noor was applying pressure and clipped him from behind. Not a malicious, harsh tackle that I would necessarily give a yellow card. Nonetheless, the ref saw it, and it's a fair call.
Noor, of course, has been a player up on top. He has been the target man for Stallion Laguna. One of the taller players as well. But you also take a look at one of the substitutes in the matchup for Stallion. Let's see if he can be an impact player coming in off the bench. Ricky Sendra.
Oh, we have a free kick here for Stallions. I thought that was a foul for Kaya. I must have missed that. Stallions on the free kick now as they look to whip it in.
Ball in at second post is a chance. Just goes wide.
That is a great opportunity from the substitute. Have a look at this replay. Right-footed curl with some pace. Just floats it in there, actually. Unable to connect on that header. Looks like his eyes were just off that ball, and it looked like it might have caught him on the left shoulder there.
Definitely, but again, eventually as well, an impact moment for the substitute. His first chance, and it's a chance at an attack against Kaya FC.
A play like that can definitely give a player or a team some type of confidence as they go in and start this second half 1-0 down. They got to get some kind of a result here.
Wanted to clear that. Sandra connects with Fitch Arboleda.
A late clip from Clarino. Again, his back is towards goal. He's going back. No need to commit a foul there. Kauchi, closest to us, closest to you on the screen.
Koichi Belgira tries to give it long, tries to find the run up on top. Rota able to read that clearly. But Balot just couldn't connect. But they were able to win it back. Sandra gets a cross inside. Is that a shot?
Let's not forget that Luis Michael Casas is on a clean sheet of up till now. We have not seen this team or the defense or Kaya give up a goal. Look at the replay. Again, they're just a searching ball. It looked like a half attempt. Not really too much of a worry for Luis Michael Casas.
So far, a bit of an impact coming in from Ricky Sandra. Has created two chances the moment that he has gotten on this pitch for the second half.
Just goes to show his quality and capability. He is a danger man that Kaya needs to keep an eye on.
Sandra, of course, played for Mendiola last season, and it's going to be his first time playing for Stallion Laguna.
He's buzzing. He's winning the challenges. You see him. He's in tune right now.
Melisa gets a shot.
Oh my goodness, that caught Michael Casas off guard, as you see.
What a chance! Just across the face of the goal. But the power and intention coming in from Stallion Laguna, definitely a different second half team.
I like to see this. I like to see this. Great start from Stallions Laguna as they start the second half. Look at this long range shot. Casas forced to make a save.
And after that, of course, the save made. Noor continues his run.
Noor picks up the play and just whips it in from the tight angle. Unable to hit the frame, but whew, nice play from the Stallions Laguna as they start this second half.
Tell right away the impact of having Ricky Sandra there up on top. Throw it now in favor for Kaya.
Joven smart to stretch the line as there's no offside on a throw-in.
Throw it back. Amita trying to find the gaps.
Going right back into that pressure.
Again, another foul.
You'd like to see Amita switch play there as they just came from that side. The pressure's there. They got to look to open up play to where there's more space and time to connect on the other side of the pitch.
Regala tries to go for long and tries to find the run of Noor. They connect.
I'm going to go ahead on record and say this. This next goal is really going to determine the outcome of this game.
Noor on the attack. Connects with Melisa. It's not clinical on that final touch.
Just a bit of excitement as he looks to strike that shot one time. I have to look at that replay as it was tight. I think he had enough time to take a quick touch and set up that left-footed shot that is favored to him. He was in a good place, in a good angle, right in front of the goal. Have a look.
Of course, those challenges up on top. You see Noor on that right flank. Really,
have a look.
Taking in through a lot of players, finds the run of Melisa, but that clinical finishing, really, that's now the last piece of the puzzle missing for Stallion Laguna.
It was tight in there. He didn't look like he had that time and space to take a touch, but you'd like to see him maybe strike it with his right foot as the ball's coming from that side of the field. Of course, he's left-footed, so he's going to favor that left foot. Nonetheless, it's a shot not on target, but still more pressure from Stallions, which you'd like to see as they are 1-0 down to start this half.
Miss clearance. Noor still up on top. Foul is called. Noor really now putting on that pressure on the back line of Kaya FC, forcing a couple of errors. But still now in favor for Kaya FC.
I thought Nathan Alcaraz had a decent first half in that showing for us. His hold-up play was good. He was in good positions. Let's see if they can connect with him more. As he missed out in the early games, I'm sure he's eager to get on and then get Stallions on their first win of the campaign.
Melisa. Right on that. But really right now, the players to look out for as well for Stallion really is Ricky Sandra.
I agree. He's been lively this start of this second half.
Noor as well, feeling refreshed after that halftime.
Coach Ernie must have made some really good adjustments for that halftime speech as we see a totally different side.
Great chance from Bedic up on top. He really put on that pressure. Lot of trouble there for Villarreal.
Wow. Easily could have been 2-0 there.
The physicality of Bedic to get ahead of Villarreal.
As you see the frustration.
Forcing that save.
Let's
As
have
we
a
take
look.
a closer look.
He's using his body very well. Gets in behind. Unable to connect how he wants to. But he was done well to get that shot off. The only option is to really take it to the far post as that near post was clearly covered. We have a corner kick coming up for Kaya FC. Taken by Kenshiro Daniels.
Kenshiro Daniels on the delivery. Inside the box, it's a free ball for all. And it just sails past everyone inside. Restart from the back for Stallion. They swing it to Belgira. They go for long, tries to find the run of Noor.
Great defensive play there. He's been on point this entire match. He just made a very well-timed header to keep his backline safe. Nothing gets in behind from this guy.
Miscommunication, but they're able to get it up on top. Balot able to swing it to the right flank. Nathan Alquiroz on the ball. Cut off. But back with Stallion.
Kaya absorbing a lot of pressure to start this
Pitch
half.
Arboleda connecting with Noor. Goes
bit of
through in
play.
between. Gets on the ball. Physicality of Noor up on top. Connecting with Fitch Arboleda. The cross inside. Important again. Interception by Menzi.
Scrappy play from Kaya FC here. As you hear from their goalkeeper to wake up, as he tells his team, wake up.
But better movements up on top for Stallion Laguna. Finding those connections, getting those plays up on top. Noor goes down on the challenge. No call, says the referee.
What adjustments do you see from this Kaya side? They're looking a bit different from how they started the match. What are your thoughts?
Of course, let's take a closer look first at Ricky Sandra. So far, has been an impact substitution for Stallion Laguna. Have been getting those chances. He had 2 chances up on top, created a chance. Great connections with Noor up on top. But can they translate into a goal? That really will be the difference. So far, Kaya able to hold on to their lead. Noor taking his chances from way on out.
It's an ambitious attempt from the striker, but that just goes to show his eagerness and his fire to get that goal.
Not the best start at the second half for Kaya FC. Stallion again on the attack, able to cross it into that left flank. Arboleda, but the header, crucial header there by OJ Clarino to stop the play.
That's a great piece of defending from OJ Clarino, showing his variety of positions as he's now playing right defense.
And it's the first time we're seeing that frustration coming in from this Kaya side.
As I said, the next goal is going to be a huge outcome for the rest of
Belgira
this
keeps
match.
the ball, gets that cross inside. Deflected, chance again for Stallion! Hits the side post! The closest that they've been to finding the back of the net.
If you're a Kaya FC fan, you're on your edge of your seat right now as we look to see a goal surely to come.
Stallion with the momentum. They connect up on top but just couldn't get that pass to Belgira. Belgira doing well to keep the ball. Fitch takes it first time. The second touch from Noor. Just bouncing off the post.
Unfortunate play there as it hits the post. That's going to scare any goalkeeper, and it's also going to give you a saving grace and say thank you. Right now, that post is what's keeping this nil at 0, this lead at 0 right now. Could easily be 1-1 right now.
And of course, Kenshiro Daniels, a closer look at the difference that he made in that first half. Created that assist, created that chance wherein Bedic was able to get that final touch and the lead in the 10th minute. But so far, it has been quiet for him. After all that, it has been quiet for Kenshiro Daniels. Sandra on the ball. causing problems up on top.
Substitute coming on as Coach Yu Hoshide making an adjustment early into this second half.
Leon says the referee. Ball is sent out.
A lot of frustration from this Kaya side.
But again, a closer look at Honor, who has been really refreshed in this second half, has been aggressive, been winning the challenges, and that best chance of his as well, just blasted it, not enough space, but still a chance for Stallion.
This has been a great start from Stallions Laguna. We have a late call on Casas. Ref says play on as he takes it from his hands.
But so far, Casas doing everything right. And we have a player down for Kaya FC. And it seems to be Maru Angeles, who has been amazing at defensive mid for Kaya FC. It seems like his day will be over as they make a substitution as well. Angeles is out, and in his place will be Masanari Omura. And it's going to be his first outing in this season.
The veteran defender comes on for Kaya FC. He joined the team when I joined back in 2011. He's been with the team ever since. Solid player, technical, smart, just the player you need to come into that Kaya midfield and get back control of this half. Let's see what kind of play turns as we see the adjustments made from Yu Hoshide bringing on Masa Omura.
As we said, something that they need again. And look at the possession for this matchup so far. 54% for Stallion and 46% for Kaya. Really just very different from that first half outing where the possession was 70-30.
Completely different. We're seeing a completely different side. It's nice to see adjustments made at halftime. That's what they're for. And this is football. You know, it's two halves. What do we have here?
Chance for a quick counter. They try to connect up on top for Daizo. Pepito goes out.
Great vision from Kenshiro to pick up his head, unable to get the weight of that pass as he wanted for Daizo to run onto. Goalkeeper from Stallions picks it up.
Moment again for Kaya. De Bruyker on that left flank, just running out of time and space. And it feels like it's actually the first time that we've seen Kaya on the attacking half.
I was just about to say that. They're having a bit of difficulty finding their numbers as they get into transition into the attack. It'd be interesting to see how the rest of this game plays out with a 1-0 lead for Kaya FC.
Still anyone's ball game. But the delivery from the back just couldn't connect with the runs of any of the players up on top. At the moment, Kaya, of course, still with the lead. And with the substitution that they made, adding in Masa Omura in the middle to really having that experienced player hold it in for this Kaya side that seems a bit shaky for the second half.
Very versatile player and smart player. Veteran player here in the league.
And a closer look at Amita and Melisa, two players who used to play together really well back in their FEU days for UAAP.
That's
now
just great.
Playing at opposite ends of the table.
That's just great to see. You know, that's progress for Philippine football for you.
Quick pressure now from Kaya FC. So far, Kaya able to keep possession. They send it all the way back to Casas and forces an error as he sends it all the way out.
That's good pressure from Stallions as they enter the half of Kaya.
Get across inside. The clearance just falls right in front of Melissa.
Heavy
Crucial by
clearance.
OJ. Referee says play on. They try to connect with Daiso on the right. Soft touch there.
Look at the vision of that pass, though. Touch was beautiful. Magandang laro. Remember that. Joga bonito, magandang laro. Philippine football, take notice of this word. Play beautifully as much as you like. That's what we're here for. That's what the game is called. Play beautifully. Magandang laro.
And at the moment, two back-to-back just passes that fall out wide from both OJ Clarino and Doctora. Now we have a chance up on top, but Bedic is deemed offside.
Bedic, the lone goal scorer, still looking to get back into the match. Let's have a look at this replay. Bedic on the ball, called for offside as he approaches that ball. See a bit of frustration from this player. What would you think?
Definitely, literally the second half has been a different story for these two clubs. Not the most organized movements from Kaya FC. Very different from the first two outings. Chance up on top. Ricky Sandra on the right flank. Keeps the possession. Gets the cross in! And the chance. The net was open and Arboleda just couldn't get the perfect touch on target.
You can see the frustration as he knows he should have put that away. All he has to do is just throw his body. Take a look at the replay. It's a great piece of cross here. Finds the back post. He's leaning back, folks. As you look, he's leaning back. His body isn't over the ball. His head isn't over the ball. He doesn't run through that ball as he should. He sits back, takes his weight backwards, unable to focus and connect like he'd like and score that goal for Stallions.
Definitely, that was a golden opportunity for Stallion Laguna. Great ball by Ricky Sandra. Finding Fitch Arboleda alone at that moment. Really could have done better on that situation.
Just a bit of unfortunate play as I messaged Fitch the other night and told him he had some good play in the other day, but he needs to get more involved and take more risk. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to connect there. I'd like to see him get on that ball and redeem himself.
Stallion now asking questions from this Kaya FC. It have been showing a couple of lapses here in the second half. So far, all the chances have been going for Stallion's way. Swing it all the way to the back. Casas tries to connect with Daiso. Great first touch from Daiso to connect with Amita. Melissa just quick to defend there. Play on, says the referee. De Broeker sends it back to Masa Amura. Swing it to the left flank.
Not much options there as he makes a sharp turn. Ball goes out for a Stallions throw on the far side.
Couple of good link-ups from Kaya and a miss kick from Balot, Doctora, and Melissa. Really just doing that duty foul. You saw that Daiso seemed like he was in an advantageous position, forced on the foul.
Bit more frustration from the captain as he made this turnover, as you see. Oh, the foul comes from Melissa from behind. Again, there's players around him. No need to make contact there. Defend in groups. You have 3 players around that ball. You can win it there, even if you're deep in your own half. Now we have a free kick for Kaya.
Set piece now. Let's see what Kaya can do on this dead ball situation. Kenshiro Daniels with the delivery. Goes for that far post.
A lot of contact in the box. Ref calls a foul against Kaya. 4 Stallions deep in their half.
Send it all the way back and restart for Stallion Laguna. And as we take a look at the second half, Stallion Laguna with 7 shots and none so far for Kaya FC.
Wow.
A turnaround from what we saw in the first half.
Wow. That just goes to show what this half is all about. 7 shots to Kaya's 0. You got to wonder, when is that goal going to come?
Foul called as that challenge between two of Iloilo's best.
Yes, some nice hold-up play from the veteran. They play quick. Amita on the ball.
Swing it to the side off Rota. And Soriano, they give it up long. Tries to connect with Bedic. But Matt Nieras gets ahead to it first. And now in the hands of Pepito.
No one opening up for Stallions as they're just forced to go long. Get it into the Kaya half.
Nor getting that first touch to it, but no one really making that other run to support him up on top.
This player is impressing me more and more as I see him. Such a smart, clever player, Menze, filling in perfectly into that central back next to the veteran, Simone Rota. He's constantly checking his shoulder. There's a great partnership I see from these two.
Not the best of passes there from Belgira. Literally gives it away. Chance now. Nieras sends it all the way back to Pepito.
You have to pressure there, Dylan. His goalkeeper has the ball. What are we doing?
Nor gets that first touch to it. Getting ahead to the header so far for Stallion up on top. But now quick chance. De Bruyker able to keep it in play. Can he put on that pressure but just fouled on Koichi Belgira.
Great piece of defending there as Koichi is able to get his body in between, shield that ball, forcing a foul on the frustrated Dylan De Bruyker. Nice cool temperatures this evening. A slight breeze here. The rain has stopped. Perfect playing conditions.
Fitch Arboleda just not able to keep that one in check. And a throw in for Kaya FC.
Not much movement here from Kaya FC. Stallions defending in numbers.
Good pressure there. But they connect up on top. Belgira able to get ahead to that, and just a late challenge from Joven Bedic.
It's a frustrated foul there as he saw his first touch let him down.
As we said, looking at those stats in the second half, 7 shots on 7 shots for Stallion Laguna, and none so far for Kaya FC.
Unable to get any kind of sequence in the attack for Kaya. Completely different team as we see in the second half.
Let's see if they can turn things around. De Bruyker still up on chase.
Smart play by the goalkeeper to kick it out and break up the play. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. Just get the ball out. Get the ball out. Let the ball go out of bounds. Get your team back. Organize. It's not the most beautiful thing to see, but it's a smart play from the goalkeeper. Get his team back in shape.
And of course, that keeper for Stallion Laguna, they made that change. Gasic played in the first game. Now it's Pepito Hayason, a standout from NU University.
Again, not much from Kaya as they enter that half. Unable to connect. First touches just seem a bit off as they enter that first half. As they enter the attacking half of them.
And it looks like as well that Stallion will be making another substitution as Fitch Arboleda's day is done. And in his place, we're going to have Joe Warren Bedia, also known as Toto Wormy.
Must be a frustrated Fitch coming off that field as he know he should have put that goal away, and unfortunately doesn't get another opportunity to redeem himself.
And let's see what the substitute can do.
Let's hope that he can lift his side as they're desperately looking for a goal and their first 3 points. Clean tackle, says the ref.
First chance for Bedia. Has space, but beaten out on that occasion. Sandra able to break up the play. Foul called as he went with De Bruyker. And there's just a lot of tension going on between Sandra and De Bruyker at that moment.
You love to see
a little
those.
coldness at the moment.
Yeah, you love to see those little quarrels on the pitch. That's what it's about, as long as it's fair play all around. The game is heated and intense. Emotions do take over.
Sandra couldn't connect with that run of Bedia.
On the run, stays on side.
Joven Bedic, can he keep the ball in play? Good pressure from Villarreal. Able to turn over possession. Throw in now for Stallion Laguna.
The goal scorer unable to hold up play and connect with his team as they try to help and support him. Ball goes out of bounds. We have a Stallions throw in on our side.
A lot of commands coming in from the goalkeeper of Stallion Laguna. See, everything really heating up. You could see from the sidelines those small talks within the players inside. Throwing up on top, trying to find Noor, but it goes the other way. Villarreal. Lufting ball. Sandra able to bring it down.
Nice piece
Gets
of skill.
the better of Daniels on that one.
Nice piece of skill there.
Finds the run of Alquiros on that right flank. Swing it back to Melisa. Playing a bit of a deeper role now.
Love
The
that
connection
first touch.
on that right flank. Sandra gets across inside. Connects with Bedia.
Another chance as they get closer and closer to the end of this game.
Better chance from Toto, Wormy, Bedia.
Let's have a look at this replay as the ball gets played in. Decent ball to the back post. Unable to read that properly, Clarino. If you come to think about it, he could have taken a touch. He could have taken a touch and set himself up for a nice shot. Easy to say from my point of view, but that's why I'm here.
But of course, a great chance for Toto Bedia. Again, another player coming in, hailing from Kalinog, Iloilo.
He just entered the match. He's getting some early touches here, which is nice. Who is going to get that first goal for Stallions? Great ball there.
Can Bedic get there in time? And that was good pressure put on by Villarreal.
That is just a nice play in behind. Unfortunately, Bedic unable to get his touch and control that. We got a goal kick coming up for Stallions Laguna as we enter the 77th minute of this match.
Bit of layoff moment. Sandra tries to find the run on that right flank. Regala all the way up on top. Can he connect? Finds Sandra again. Sandra turns around. Tries to connect with Belgira.
Heavy
Touch
pass
a bit.
there.
Bedia. Belgira. 1-2 pass on that left flank. Bedia again gets across. Goes far. But Sandra able to keep that in play. Alquiros able to keep it in play. And win them a throw in.
Bedia looking lively since he came on. It's exactly what you want to see from your substitutes. Getting some good touches here on the sideline closest towards us. Let's see if he can get that first goal for Stallions.
Swing it again to the fresh legs. Bedia finds that ball to Sandra inside the 6-yard box. Can they connect? Back of the net, and we have the equalizer. Janjan Melisa finally breaks it up for Stallion Laguna and get that well-deserved equalizer.
On cue, as we have been waiting for this goal, it's a beautiful piece of play from Stallions Laguna, much needed from them, well-deserved as they've been dominating this match, or second half rather. Let's wait for that replay so we can really have a closer look. It's a great service on the left side. Badia on the ball as he's been lively, finds feet, left-footed cross from Sedena, and a great one-time volley out of the air, clinical finish. That is just a beautiful, well-earned team goal from Stallions Laguna.
And you have to give it to Coach Ernie Nieras and putting in those two fresh substitutes who were clinical and played a major role in getting that goal. It was Toto Bedia who gets it to Sandra. The two substitutes linking up on that left flank, getting the cross inside, and the quality finish from Jan Meliza.
That is a great point. Coach Ernie Nieras looking very sharp with his tactical decisions and substitutes as it's paying off. We have a 1-1 game with 10 minutes left. Wide open now. This, as I said, the next goal is going to have a huge factor on the result of this game.
And
Kenshiro Daniels' day is finished. We have the substitute coming on.
Definitely. And in his place, we have Roberto Corsame coming in. Fresh legs. Coach Yu Hoshida for sure needs to change how the second half is going.
This is what we call a momentum shift. Coach David Perkovich, former Kaya FC coach, spoke with me about that in my Kaya days. As we see, that goal is monumental. The momentum is going to completely shift. And now we just have 10 minutes.
So far, a great comeback for Stallion Laguna, asking the questions, turning things around now for this Kaya FC that were just completely deadly in that first half, but just came out very differently in the second half. What can you say about that, Nate?
Yeah, unable to connect as they were in the first half, not playing that typical brand of Kaya football that we know and see. This is what happens when you put your foot off the gas pedal and don't play your brand of football. It's been a great second half. 1-1 now. First goal for Kaya to concede in the whole campaign. Let's see how they respond and react to that goal.
And of course, we'll see how the fresh legs Roberto Corsame comes into play. The Tondo player, as we talked about. Let's see what difference he can make for this Kaya side that's looking for change. Is he able to keep the ball in play inside? And it's a goal kick. First look at Corsame and his chances up on top.
That's a great challenge. I don't see anything wrong with that. Timely challenge from OJ Calivino. Ref says it's a foul. He sees it better. He's got control.
They swing it all the way to that right back. Darwin Regala goes for a long, tries to connect with Noor up on top.
We got a flag up. We got a flag up on the far side. Now it's down.
Good touch from De Bruyker. Can he connect? Crucial header there by Stallion Laguna.
Just unable to connect as he was in on behind.
Now
Now
they
back
try
the
to
other way.
Find the run of Toto Bedia.
1-1 as we end this match. It's been a phenomenal game. End-to-end action now. Good goals, intensity, drama, come from behind. What's next?
Things are definitely heating up towards the last few minutes of this match. Again, this is a sprint of a league. Every game counts, every win will play crucial to whether you will make it to the top of the standings. Darwin Regala being tested by the fresh legs. Corsame, play cut.
Corsame's got to get wider and stay wider, giving a better angle to receive
Kaya
that
FC
pass.
trying to take advantage on that left side. Ricky Sandra, strong to the ball.
Physical
And
play here.
a foul called.
Things heating up here as the game's ending, everyone. Let's have a look at this replay. Oh, that's a harsh challenge. No malicious. No, you're shaking your head here. She thinks no foul. I think it's a foul.
And a chance now for Kaya FC. Can they salvage this? They get across inside. Second ball. And a handball is called.
You gotta wonder now, with all of those changes in the lineup, is that a result? Is that a factor in this result of Kaya FC right now?
Definitely, again, missing from this lineup, you do not have Casambre. There is no Mitchell. Two players who were crucial in their first two outings. All up on top. Belgira. Things are heating up. It's still 1-1 at the moment. Anything can happen. Ball now with Kaya FC. They try to build up on the attack. Amita. They send it all the way back to Rota. They have a lot of space on that right flank.
Clarino nice and wide.
Menzi to Clarino. They connect with De Bruyker. Daizo blocked off by three players of Stallion Laguna. They know what Daizo can do when he has time and space on him.
Defending in numbers from Stallions, and this is a much better play.
Daizo able to get a turn. What will happen now? Good catch by Pepito. And of course, Pepito telling his team to slow it down a bit.
Very tight match as the game's ending here. Both teams don't want to give up another goal. But let's see who's going to push for that game-winning goal.
Menzi has time and space, opts for long, tries to find the run of Daiso on that right flank. Will he get there in time? He does. Daiso tries to connect with De Bruyker inside the box. Cut off by Toto Wormy. But not enough. It's still with Masa Omura, OJ Clarino on the right flank. It's a chase down on the right flank, across inside the box. And so close for Kaya FC.
Wow, that was a great sequence.
Chance that they've had in the second half.
That was a great sequence as we see OJ Clarino race down the right flank, whip that ball to the back post. Header comes back across. Unable to put it in by anyone. That ball started from Menzi with the vision to play that beautiful pass for Daise to run onto.
And Bedic knows that was a golden chance to put this game to bed. It was a great effort from Clarino on that right flank to get the cross to Joven Bedic.
That was a great weighted pass onto the run of Daise. Play just kept going, and they were able to make a nice opportunity of it. Unfortunately, not able to hit the frame or connect or even get an attempt. Really wasted opportunity for Kaya as the game ticks down closer and closer to the end of this final whistle.
And this second half really has been a surprise, as Stallion are able to dig deep in the second half, come out with a goal, and give Kaya a chase for the points in this third matchup.
These next few plays, every single play now is very, very vital, important for the outcome of this match. Both teams need to be very smart, very, very smart on their decisions. And last thing you want is to give up a goal at the end of the game. That's the last thing you want to do.
Koichi Belgira on top of the ball for Stallion Laguna. Gives it for that second ball. headed away by Kaya FC. Now a chance for a quick counter. You have the numbers up on top, but cleared out of danger by Villarreal to stop that quick counter from turning into something. Nor able to keep it in play. But Kaya FC, Corsame, pressure was put on. Throw in now, still in favor for Corsame and Kaya FC. Time is really running out.
We're approaching the end of regulation. It's going to be a few minutes of extra time as the game ends here. We're going to have at least 1 or 2 more opportunities, I feel.
This game is far from over.
The first touch from Daise.
Daise really challenging on the right side.
Wow.
And the foul is called. This is crucial for Kaya FC.
The close control and that first touch taking him to exactly where he wants to go. Stays with the play. Stallions forced to commit a foul in a pretty dangerous area.
Quality that Daise really has on that right side. Belgira just putting an arm on Daise as he was beat for space.
3 minutes of extra time, folks. 3 minutes of extra time. We have a free kick closest to us. Daise on the ball.
Kaya FC.
The suspense is here.
One of the last chances for the game. We have 3 minutes of added time. Time is not on anyone's favor. Daise gets the cross inside. The header goes out. Still, OJ Clarino tries to take a long shot. They connect up on top. Cleared away, Rota. But again, the defense has been sturdy for Stallion Laguna in this second half.
As we said, we're in extra time already. Not much time left.
1-2 movements up on top. They could not connect. Will this be one of the last chances for this matchup? Stallion Laguna play it fast. Finds Belgira on that left flank. Can they go for one more goal? They swing it up on top. Menzi goes for long. Sees De Broeker. Good cushion movement by De Broeker. Belgira goes down. Can anything be happen out of this? Menzi though. Great movements from Ricky Sendra to be able to break that play apart.
That was a beautiful touch from Dylan De Broeker. Taking it out of the air, focus and control was on point. Unfortunately, unable to get in any kind of attempt after that.
This was a chance earlier from OJ Clarino. It was inside the box, anyone's game.
Both teams taking no chances as the game ends. Close
Good
control.
touch. Great touch. The run of Clarino. He continues his run, but it goes outside. Any moment now, the referee will blow his whistle. But can any of these teams salvage all 3 points? Or will they have to share the spills with 1 point each? Second ball falls for Kaya. They still have a chance up on top. You have Amita down the right flank. Can he connect? He finds that cross inside. A touch from Villarreal. Nathan Alquiros and up on top, hard foul. Should be a card on Corsame.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Takes his touch. Nice little tricky play here. Gets around him. Unable to get to it as Alquiros gets to it first, and it's a late challenge. Clear foul. Let's see if there's one more opportunity as we approach the end of this game. Stallions launches it forward.
And there you have it. At the end of the match, Stallion Laguna FC 1, Kaya FC Iloilo 1. Janjan Meliza with that crucial goal. Care of that play with Toto Wormy and Ricky Sandra to find the equalizer and salvage a point into this matchup against a Kaya FC Iloilo that completely turned different from that first half appearance onto the second half. This is going to be the first draw so far in the Philippine Football League 2020 matchups.
A complete tactical match. We saw a great entertaining game. Both teams wanting to win. Low scoring game, but very tactical, fast play from everyone. Both teams. It was all I can say is a very close tactical match, which is what I expected. It was up to the managers to come in and decide how their teams are going to adjust to the adversities presented in the match.
Coach Yu Hoshide came out strong in that first half. They enjoyed most of the possession. As we said, 70-30% possession. Kaya had more of the clear-cut chances. They were able to convert. Care of Kenshiro Daniels finding Bedic early in that match. But the second half proved to be a tale of two completely different stories as Coach Ernie Nieros made two crucial tactical substitutions, putting in Ricky Sandra and Toto Wormy. As we take a look at that equalizer, able to connect Sandra with a cross inside. Meliza takes it first touch and finds the back of the net.
Kaya will feel like a loss for them, and Stallions, for them, will be gutted not to get the 3 points. They dominated that second half, chance after chance after chance, unable to convert. But as we see the goal, wonderful finish, one time out of the air. As we take a look back at some of these replays from the first half.
During that first half, a lot of the chances went begging when it came to Stallion Laguna. Kaya FC really dominated that first half, but the second half, really this chance right here from Noor on that left side, really the power shot. But here, let's take a look at that first goal, care of Joven Bedic. It was a great pass from Kenshiro Daniels on that left flank. This was another close chance by Stallion Laguna. Noor really putting in that power, short angle, but was able to make everyone's heart stop for a moment.
Yes, and I was on the edge of my seat watching this play. A quick shot from Casas to force a save. Unfortunate on the rebound.
And this was one of the better chances for Kaya FC in that second half. And again, Stallion Laguna relentless on the attack. Fitch Arboleda getting that drop in. And as we talked about Fitch Arboleda, he could have had a goal as well.
Yes, he surely could have. A couple of players could have gotten on the score sheet for Stallions. Much, much better half from them.
And that was another chance for Stallion Laguna as the touch of Noor just hits the side post.
Entertaining match from these two classic Philippine football teams, veteran teams. Did not disappoint. Very, very exciting match.
First time that we've had a draw in the PFL 2020.
That is true.
You have to give it to Stallion Laguna, the grit that they had to come back in that second half, most especially now having more of their players available for this matchup as compared to that first one with Maharlika. Nathan Alquiros, Ricky Sandra proved to be impact players, game changers for this Stallion Laguna side.
Just goes to show how a few players can really, change the outcome for your team and lift your quality of play. Very, very crucial for those two players.
And of course, as we talked about this game, that this is a sprint, anything can happen. But let's take a look first at the match statistics. Total throughout the match for Kaya FC, they had 12. For Stallion Laguna was 7. 2 shots only on target for Stallion, 3 for Kaya, but only 1 converted for each side.
Offsides, we have 2 for Stallions and 1 for Kaya FC. Possession, very narrow now, as we see from the match, from the first half. 41 for Stallions, 59 for Kaya FC. Fouls committed, 18 by Kaya, 11 by Stallions FC. We only had one card in the match, and that was for Stallions FC, and thankfully we saw no red cards.
Definitely, and of course, it was an exciting matchup. And as we talked about, the first draw of this league, any team, any chance that really puts everyone up for grabs. At the final of that second game, it was 1-1 between Stallion Laguna and Kaya FC-ILOILO. And up next, we have our third matchup for today. It's going to be Maharlika Manila FC, Team Anton Del Rosario versus United City Football Club, Team Stefan Schrock. Don't go anywhere and continue to join us for all continuous football coverage of the PFL 2020, brought to you by Qatar Airways. On behalf of my partner, Nate Berkey, this is Natasha Alquiros. Stay safe, everyone.